What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kove, also known as the Bel Air Queen. All right. Shout out to Hip Hop United for having me on the platform. What's up, Brianna? Thank you for having me. Make sure y'all tune in. Check out my new single, Toxic. It's out on all platforms. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at KOVE.KOVE. It's your girl Kove.
Hip Hop United All Access. This is Brianna, and we're here live today with the one and only Kove. Did I say it right, Kove?
Yes, you got it. You got it.
All right, all right. Well, welcome to Hip Hop United. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Thank you for having me, Brianna. My name is Kove. I'm an artist, I'm a writer, a model, and all that good stuff. I currently work with Maybach Music. I have a single currently out now called Toxic. The video is also out on YouTube, so go check it out. I have a single also out called Picasso and Scrub. Both have videos, so check out all three. All right.
That's what's up. So, like you say, you've been working. Congratulations on everything that you've accomplished so far. Just taking it back. A few years ago when I guess we first met. I mean, how has that journey been? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
It's been most definitely doing your thing.
Yes, it's been a long time. We've met like years ago. So
Right.
when we met originally, I wasn't doing music at the time. I was just like getting my foot in the door and I wanted to learn a lot about music at the time. So I was ready to, do everything, do it all. And then I found music like in the mix and I was like, I'm really good at this. Like, should I continue doing it? And then everybody around me was so like encouraging. They definitely uplifted me and allowed me to be creative and be myself with no judgment. So I just stuck with it. So ever since then, I've been like grinding in the studio every day, trying to make sure, because it takes take one song.
Right. So now, how did you hook up with Maybach Music? That's very interesting.
Okay, so my manager is Tomcat. He's Maybach Music General, so he's been around the Maybach team for a very, very long time. So he was having a listening session in Atlanta and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna support. And we kicked it off there and I was like, okay, this is my contact info. Let me know when you're ready for me to play you some music. I'm ready when you're ready. So I didn't hear from him for a minute and we reconnected. I actually ran into him at a restaurant and I was like, yo, Tom, you don't remember me? He was like, oh no, I don't want to be rude, but I was like, it's all good, I'm still looking for a manager. I'm an artist. You need to get to check out my music. So like, when can we get in the studio? So my persistency allowed him to have time to sit down and get in the studio. And he was like, yo, you dope. You really dope.
Keyword persistent. So, it's definitely been a long time coming. So now you said you're currently pushing 3 singles right now?
Yes. They're all, well, 2 of them are off my EP and the EP should be dropping this year. So I want to give people a little insight on what's to come for the EP. I want to drop some gems before dropping the whole thing, but we're in the process of finalizing it now and we want to actually put it out very, very soon. So
okay, can you give the listeners a little bit of what can we expect from the EP?
Yeah, so I have listen, y'all, it's flavors. Okay, I got flavors, Brianna.
Okay.
So I have a vibe for any occasion. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I really love doing this. So I want to hone in on my craft and kind of, get more creative later down the line. But right now I have 8 songs on the EP. They're all different vibes. Like I said before, I have 2 songs that's out off the EP that give you that energy, that club, that vibe, just to turn up to. So all the other songs, they do give that vibe, but in a different way. So we want to shoot another video soon, and I have a dope feature from Rick Ross. So I can't wait to put that out and have the public enjoy that song too.
Okay, now see, have you told? Now, am I the first one you telling this? The outlet that you're telling this about that you have?
Well, people know I have a song with him.
Oh,
I haven't really broadcasted to everybody yet, so you're one of the few.
Okay. Wow. How was it like working with Rick Ross?
He's very, very like hardworking. Like people don't really get to see into that. I don't even get to see everything, but from what I hear and from what I've been around so far, I could tell like that dude does not stop working. Everything is a opportunity, a business opportunity, or a dope connection, a networking opportunity. So just to see him in the studio and he writes his shit and he puts his stuff out and he's still relevant till today. People still fuck with him. They rock with his music. I rock with his music. So it's always dope to see someone of a legendary platform to look at me, someone up and coming, and say, "Yo, you dope." So I appreciate
Wow,
everything you're
that's
doing so
I'm
far. But
proud.
thank you. But it's really my manager Tom Gad, who's a part of Black 8 Entertainment, that got me through those doors. So I have to show homage and respect to them because if it wasn't for
Definitely,
him, I wouldn't have gotten this way. So yeah,
definitely.
appreciate
Shout
it.
out to your management team. They are most
Yes,
definitely doing it. That's
yes,
for
most
sure.
definitely.
That's for sure. So now you said you model, you write your own music, and so basically you're a triple threat here. Um, now, what I guess what's the process like for you? Like what motivates your music? Like how do you like what's the process that you go through? Like what's going through your mind when you're in your creative space?
I feel like for me to write, I have to be drawn to the beat, or if I'm in the studio and the producer is making something on the spot for me, I have to let them know what I'm feeling or the vibe that I'm going for. It makes it so much easier for me to write, especially when I'm already like the beat is already calling me. It's inevitable. I'm going to write to it, but it's hard when it's like something just thrown at me and they're like, just do something. I don't think any artist should really work like that. If you feel like it's not something for you, it's just not for you. Or take a step back for a second and come back to it and then, catch the vibe. But for me, when I take a step back and I, watch movies, I talk to friends, I have dope conversation, that allows me to also get back into it and start writing again. Because conversation is key. Like you might say something right now to spark up an interest for me to write something right now.
Wow. Got you. So now I'm pretty sure I haven't heard the full EP yet. Of course, I've seen your debut on BET Jams,
Thank
for
you.
Picasso. I seen that. I was like, look at her on BET, like she's definitely doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I gotta. I'm like, before you get Hollywood, I gotta get you on the platform.
I ain't gonna do that to you, Brianna.
Okay, I appreciate that because I'm
We go way back.
I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. I'm like, now, y'all done sat on my couch, and I can't even talk to y'all no more.
I feel it, right?
Right. But so like I said, I seen your debut, um, with that one. Now you got to have something one that sticks out the most. Is just like your baby, the one that you just totally feeling. Talk a little bit about that.
I have a lot of songs, but off the EP itself, my favorite is Saucy. The EP is called So Saucy, but I named that song Saucy because I really wanted it to be like the intro to to everything because it's giving you sass, it's giving you edge, it's giving you grunge, it's in your face, and the energy on that song is like crazy. I actually just performed that song at the Coalition's 13th anniversary the other day, and the crowd was like really, really vibing with it because the energy is just it make everybody want to stand up and turn up. It's a vibe for me, so that's one of my favorites. And
Wow.
I'm really rapping on that thing, so
You write your own rap. You writing your own raps too, right?
yes, yes.
So
But I love the collaboration process though. I won't take that away from people. I love collaborating with other dope artists, other dope producers. I'm always open to dope creativity. So,
right. And that takes me to my next question. Who would you like to see yourself collaborate with?
ooh, Missy Elliott, if possible. Like I look up to her. Like I always say this in every interview or any conversation. Like she is always the key to all of this. Like she kind of opened my eyes when I was a kid that I wanted to do something creative, something different and unique because she always brought that individuality to the table and I was like, yo, I need to find my niche. Like even as a kid, I was like, yo, I got to do something, but she really opened my eyes to it's okay to be different. It's okay to stand out. You don't have to be like everybody else. That's what makes you you. So I would love to collaborate with her.
So yeah, Missy's most definitely a favorite of mine as well. So like you said, persistency is key.
Hmm.
Hopefully that might happen one day.
It might. I'm gonna speak it into
Yeah,
existence.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Now, what sets you apart? From amongst the other female rappers that are out now.
I feel like I try to bring as much of me to the table, and there's no other me. There's only one Kove. There's only one me. So when I write my stuff, I try to figure out like, okay, um, I try to apply my lyrics to the demographic that we're in right now and what the youth want to hear, what I want to hear, and I just put my own twist to it. Like I always got to put my twist to anything that I do, whether it's fashion or it's music. I just have to put a little bit of me into something. So it's either you like it or you don't. And I'm that type of person. I'm like, in your face. If you don't appreciate it, then it's like, all right, see you later. You missed out. So I feel like it's important to be unique in this industry. So I do my best.
Gotcha. So how have you been holding up though during the quarantine? Like what have you been doing? Like when you're not in your creative space, when you're not rapping, writing, modeling or whatever, what do you like to do for fun?
For fun, this is fun for me. Like but outside of just doing writing music, the the pandemic, first of all, it really was a setback because I planned to do so much before this happened. I planned on, probably doing a little tour or, doing more performances, more collabs, and it kind of got in the way. And it can put a toll on someone if you're not in a space where you feel like you could be creative anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was the opposite. I got more creative at home than I was in a studio or anywhere else. It just gave me time to think and it made my writing process way better. I think I got better over the time. So it was a blessing and a curse, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm doing things and little things are opening back up, I feel a little bit more at ease. Like, okay, we might still be going good. We might be going strong this year. 2021 might be the year. So, yeah, I'm just trying to think positive, stay positive, and continue doing what I do. But on my free time, like I spend time with my family, my friends, and get back to the music. I don't take too much time off. I feel like that's a distraction, so I gotta be on it.
Right. Are you still in Atlanta?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I do have a lot of my family in New York, so that's why I go back and forth so often.
Okay. Okay. Because I was getting ready to say, Atlanta, Atlanta been wide open. It's like,
It's been open for a minute.
God.
It's,
Yeah, I was actually gonna go to the Coalition DJs thing, but I didn't go.
okay.
I didn't go. I went last year, but I didn't go this year. I
I think
just
every year
decided
it's good.
to, I just, I'm coming home to people, so I just didn't want to,
Be
take.
around too much.
Yeah, yeah. It might have like with you, I'm not sure, but like a lot of people who, don't have kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta like, consider that. So that's the reason why I haven't really been doing too much, but I've been doing little stuff here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I know that Coalition DJ event is always packed.
It was packed, but I know
I
every
know.
year it's always
Yeah.
lit.
But you were on the stage though anyway too, right? So you were
Mhm.
kind of like away from the
Yeah,
crowd.
we had a little section, so I wasn't on the stage, but I was in a section, so I wasn't around everybody. But when
Got
I had to go on the stage, I had to go through that crowd. So I know how
mm-hmm.
you feel. So
Right. Well, yeah. Well, hopefully, everything gets better and you can, we can enjoy the concerts like we used to and, everything gets
I
back
can't
to
wait.
normal. Right, right. So what else, we're at the top of the year. I'm pretty sure you got some great things in the works. What can we expect?
Well, I will be dropping a little freestyle video for my viewers, everybody that support me. I just want to give them something else to look forward to. outside of the EP dropping, I will be dropping another music video. So I just want to stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to drop at least one more video before the EP comes out, because like I said, we're planning on it to come out very, very soon. So it's within months away. So I want y'all to have time to enjoy the body of work that I have out right now, and wait for what's to come, because it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fire. I won't let y'all down.
Definitely, definitely. Well, I most definitely will be looking forward to what you have coming out in the works. Well, leave everybody with your social media handles and how you can be reached.
All right, y'all can follow me on Instagram and YouTube, TikTok, and all of that at KOVE.KOVE. My name is Kove, so get it right, y'all. But y'all can follow me at KOVE.KOVE.
All right. Well, again, I do appreciate you for checking in and taking the time to talk to Hip Hop United.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
No problem. No problem.